prepare to race onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and Tennessee has just landed another commitment. That is this right here. We're going to take a look at that, and then later tonight, the Indy Kid is going to be dropping a video. He's going to give you an overall look of the needs in recruiting as well as the numbers, so make sure you check that out a little bit later today. But as always, guys, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. Just press that thumbs up. If you're new here, welcome. We're glad to have you on board. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also click that bell for notifications, and you won't miss out when we go live or when we drop new content. And speaking of live, on Friday, May the 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern time, we are going to go live. The band is back together. All four of us, the Four Horsemen, will ride again. We're going to be streaming the 98 National Championship game live on air. So I hope you guys will come hang out, tune in, and join us for that. But let's get into the video. Again, Tennessee, man, I went to pick up my daughter from school, come back home, and we've got another commitment, and that is this right here, Brian Grant, three-star offensive tackle out of Fort Walton Beach, Florida. He's 6'8", 270 pounds. The kid doesn't have a ton of offers out there. If you scroll down here and look at his rivals profile, you can see that. He's got, obviously, the offer from Tennessee, BYU, Florida Atlantic, Maryland, and Tulane. And I know that Glenn Ellerbe also had a relationship with him and showed some interest when he was at Central Florida. But now that connection, that relationship with Glenn Ellerbe brings Brian Grant to Knoxville. And when you ask about his commitment, Grant said they were honestly pretty shocked. They were very pumped. It feels like, get ready. Get ready. You know what he's going to say. He says it feels like one big family up there. It's just an opportunity that I couldn't pass up. Family. We keep going back to family with what Josh Heupel is building with this program. And I know that atmosphere, we talk about it regularly. It doesn't mean a hill of beans when it comes to wins and losses, but we will judge that when the time comes. All we can judge Josh Heupel for at this point in time is what he is doing, what he has done at the University of Tennessee. Somebody came into the comments just this week talking about how they give Josh Heupel an F. That's his grade for his first few months on campus, is an F. That Josh Heupel will never get it done at Tennessee. He doesn't have a chance. He's not the guy. He's going to be fired, and then we'll be doing this all over again in 3 years. Well, I think people like that are crazy. I think you're crazy. I think Josh Heupel deserves an opportunity to prove himself. And I think when you look at what he's done over the first 3 to 4 months in Knoxville, I think he's doing a pretty dang good job based on the circumstances that he walked into. We know that this is a rebuild. If you don't realize that, then maybe you're not paying attention. This is a huge rebuild. When you look at the guys that have transferred out, Josh Heupel's done a good job getting guys to transfer in. He's done a good job laying a base foundation so far with recruiting, but more importantly, what he has done with that transfer portal. Say what you want about it. I personally don't like the transfer portal, but it is now part of the game, and Josh Heupel is utilizing it well. So again, let's go back. Let's talk here about Brian Grant. When you look for a scouting report, there's not a whole lot out there on him. He is a two-sport athlete. He plays both basketball and football. So he's got some quickness, and he's also got some athleticism to him, especially for an offensive lineman. His high school coach, Frank Beasley, describes him as a big, tall, strong, athletic guy who has a lot of potential. He's learning and getting better every day. He's new to football and is new to the offensive line. That's an ongoing theme here that we've seen in some of these kids. Athletically, he has good feet. He's quick. He can really bend for a guy of his height. He weighs between 270, 275 right now, and with his frame, he can carry more weight and keep his athletic ability. He's just really scratching the surface. And I think that is a key That is a key. Athletic ability, potential. He's just scratching the surface. You can, and I know what's going to happen, and I'll save that for just a minute, but I know people are going to come in and talk about him being ranked as a 3-star. How many guys have come in here and recruited 4 and 5 stars that don't develop, they don't work out? The focus now needs to be on player development. Yes, we're going to need some 4 stars. We're going to need some 5 stars. We're going to need some Jimmies and Joes, but we need coaches that can develop talent. And we are going to see how this all plays out. The way I'm fired up right now and talking about, the negativity and people saying Josh Heupel isn't going to succeed, my opinion could change. And if it does change, that's fine. All you can base your opinion on is what Josh Heupel has done thus far. I'm not going to go too deep into the numbers game, and that's because the Indie Kid, again, is going to be dropping a video later tonight. Look at that. Probably going to be around 8 or 9. It's something we're going to try to do moving forward. I tend to drop more content in the morning, middle of the day, and then the Indie Kid wants to try to come in at night and add some extra content in the evening. So I hope you guys enjoy that. But tonight he's going to be breaking down the numbers, the needs, taking an in-depth look. So I don't want to go too far into that, but obviously when we're talking about getting a commitment on the offensive line, Tennessee definitely needs some depth there, especially on the outside at tackle. You've got to walk on Big Dane Davis pushing for starting time this season. Plus at the end of this football season, you're going to lose Calvert. You're going to lose Cade Mays. So they definitely need some help on that offensive line. I did a recruiting spotlight, I believe it was last week, on Addison Nichols, 4-star offensive tackle out of Georgia. They find a way to land him. There's some other guys out there. You can go and get a guy like Brian Grant, a guy that's got a ton of upside to him, a ton of potential, that you have the confidence that Glenn Ellerby is going to be able to develop as an offensive lineman for this football team. Let's take a look at this. And again, not to go too far in depth because I know that the Indie Kid is going to touch on it later this evening, but this is where Tennessee's at right now. You've got the 4-star quarterback, Taven Jackson, Brian Grant just committed today, and then Brody Foley, Elijah Herring, Vincent Sneed. Starting to fill up some names on this board, and I know people are going to come in and they're going to talk about 3-star U. Then they're going to say, who cares? Another 3-star. Don't care. Get in the boat, grab an oar, and let's go to work. I want kids that want to be at Tennessee, and I want to see what this coaching staff can do with these players. Coach them up. You got to be able to coach them up. That, and don't get me wrong, like I said earlier, you're going to need 4 stars, you're going to need 5 stars, you're going to need some talent. Getting Taven Jackson was a big first step towards landing some talent. But as this football team, as Josh Heupel, as you start to see their body of work this fall, I think we're going to see some more guys jump on board. But you know the deal, guys. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Player development, Jimmies and Joes, or X's and O's? What's more important? I think you got to have a little bit of both, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be negative just because a kid is ranked as a 3-star. We got another one in the boat. I think there's going to be more to come, especially with all the visits coming up in June. I think we're going to see some kids start to commit. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you have not done so yet. Please do smash that thumbs up. I know I reiterate it every single video, but it's the way that YouTube works. If you guys hit the like button, if you leave a comment, it drives Talkin' Balls. It sends our videos out into the algorithm of YouTube. More Tennessee fans show up. The post-game shows are going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to this fall. This channel has grown by leaps and bounds because of you guys, and we are forever thankful for that. But this fall, during our post-game shows, we're going to have a lot of fun with a lot of new listeners, and I look forward to that. Here's another way you can support the channel. You can go to bonfire.com/store/talkinballs. You know the deal. The link's in the description below. You can pick up the official merchandise of the Talkin' Balls Network, whether it's an Egghead cartoon shirt. All these are available, different styles, different sizes, different colors, ball hoops, State Pride shirts, and then just the old school logo. Show us some support. We would appreciate it. You guys spread the word about this show. You guys make this channel what it is. And like I said, we're going to forever be grateful for you guys. We appreciate all the support. But that is going to wrap it up for this video. This is the Talkin' Balls Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
The